Welcome back to another video, and my apologies yet again. It's very windy today outside, and it looks as though it's going to rain again. I do pick my days to do videos, but it's a very quick little video. That very silly start there of the video you'll see. I've just been doing my monthly service check on my oldest Volt Pulse, and I suddenly realised today was in actual fact its 6th birthday. It is exactly 6 years ago today when I had this delivered, and it's been, to me, it's been an amazing bike. It's done many thousand miles in that time. For the first 3.5, nearly 4 years, I commuted every day to a workplace on it, and as I say, also have done some really long distances on it as well. So it really has stood the test of time. I tend to agree with other people have left some really positive, good comments about bikes they've been buying recently, and I do tend to agree now. The Volt Pulse is starting to look a bit dated. It is a heavy e-bike, you know, that doesn't worry me, and that's never worried me, but there are some far superior e-bikes, I believe, out there now. That's not knocking the Volt, because as I say, I've had a fantastic, 6 years with this bike, and it certainly doesn't look 6 years old. It has the original battery that it came with still, that I've looked after, and still holds a good charge. I went 20 miles on this bike on Monday, no problem at all. So to me, it's been an excellent bike and really good value. But like I say, things are changing in the field of e-bikes, and in the coming months over the winter, I want to try and arrange to have some test rides on some newer e-bikes, and hopefully I'll try and do some little videos of those and see what I think to them. I've had several really good recommendations, and I can see straight away, just looking at these bikes, they are definitely superior. My one quibble still with these e-bikes is the price, and as you'll see, I've done other videos and read the price, particularly of the replacement batteries. They're ridiculous, what it costs to buy a replacement battery. When Volt tell you it, they told somebody who I know they might as well buy a new bike rather than buy a replacement battery. Well, that's mad in my view. And you can still buy a really good second-hand car under £2,000 in the UK, where I'm based, and so you can't blame people for not wanting to give up cars or get out on bikes. I'm not anti-car by any means. I think cars are fantastic. I don't own one and don't particularly want to own one at all. So these are my only means of transport, the e-bikes that I have. But that aside, I don't blame people at all. In May, our own UK government launched an initiative to try and get people out on their bikes, which is great, and they were going to build some wonderful new cycle ways and encourage people to get out on bikes. And it was mooted at that time that they were going to try to give a third off the price of a new e-bike. Well, I've searched high and low on the internet today, and I still can't find any reference to that scheme that has started yet. If you know differently, please put it down in the comment section below. If you know that the UK has a scheme where you can get a third off an e-bike through some sort of government funded scheme, please do let me know, because I've searched everywhere and I can't find that. I think that is very much needed, so as it brings the price down, so as it gives that people option, if they want an e-bike as well as a car, then on better days or when they're feeling like it, they can, probably commute to work, because these e-bikes do make, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10 miles plus, say, a really great way to commute to work, particularly if you live in an area where you have cycle paths that you can ride on, even more so. And this UK government scheme was going to encourage certainly the older people, over 60 say, who got recommendations through their doctors, who wanted to take some exercise, and that was going to work by there again. You got this third off the price of an e-bike. Well, I can't find anything out on the World Wide Web, as it used to be called, there to back this up yet. You know, I keep putting pressure on my own MP, as we all should, to do more, and maybe I'll send a link to this video and see if I get any response, and I'll let you know on that. But there we go. So yeah, my Volt bike, my oldest Volt Pulse. This is just the Pulse. I have got the newer Pulse X bike as well, which isn't manufactured anymore. You can't buy one. You can still buy this Volt Pulse off the Volt website or off one of their dealers or one of their shops. I think they have the big London bike shop in the centre of London there, so it's still for sale if you want it. It's still a very good bike in its field, I think. That's not to say, as I've said before, there probably are better bikes out there. I think this, you know, retails for still under £2,000, you know, 1,700 round about there, depending on what sort of battery capacity you have on it. I think there's two options of battery size you can have. Obviously the better battery gives you more miles in distance, to put it basically. So yeah, I've been delighted with it. Mine still goes well. It certainly doesn't look 6 years old. Previous e-bikes I've had, and I've had many e-bikes since 1999, which is now 21 years, within 18 months bits are falling off, or tyres have lost spokes and disintegrated, or you know, motors have given out on me, or something major has gone wrong with them that is not viable then to take it any further. So you know, I'm delighted with this. I think overall, looking at it, since I've had this in the 6 years, on parts and maintenance I've spent about £100. That includes tyres, a new freewheel, a new chain, and as I say, front and rear tyres and tubes and brake pads, and it's just probably a shade over £100. And obviously then you've got your charging, you know, what it costs to charge the battery up every time you put it on charge. I was very lucky again. I worked for a very proactive organisation that allowed me to charge my bike at work. So there again, for the first 3.5 years the charging didn't cost me anything, so that was a bonus in my case. So there we go. Yep, it's been a super bike to me, as I say, but I do always say, you know, this is very much my view. If you're in the market for an e-bike, I would recommend strongly go and have a look as many as you can and try them and see what suits you, you know, because there are different weights, different sizes, different motor combinations. I mean, they're all much the same. They all have to comply to the EU rules, as was discussed in another video of mine, but there's many variations and many, you know, different styles, and one might suit you, one might not suit you, and some of the newer ones are a lot lighter than this. This is quite a heavy bike. So it's a little bit quieter out the wind round here. As you can see, overall I've just, you know, give it the bike the basic monthly checks that I do on it, and lubricated where necessary. It stood the test of time very well. And as I say, I still ride it most days. So in that 6 year period I have been delighted, and I think you have to agree, you know, I mean, the bike certainly doesn't look 6 years old, and so I can't fault it. But like I said, you know, if you are in the market for one, I'd strongly recommend that you try one, because as I've said previous, there are, you know, so many models out there, and there's probably a better model suited to you, or you might like this straight away. You know, certainly worth, you know, certainly I think second hand now is getting more about. So if you're looking for a decent e-bike on the second hand market, I think the Pulse is still a good option there, even new, possibly. But I would strongly recommend that you go and try one. Because you know, I understand, you know, regarding the new ones, this is quite a heavy bike. You might find it a bit on the sluggish side, but as I've been delighted with mine, and so there we go. I'll put it away now. It's celebrated its 6th birthday. So as always, thanks for watching. Do subscribe, do like, comment. I'd love to hear your comments, as I say, from anywhere in the world, you know, on e-bikes. And thanks again, and thanks for watching.